So today we're going to be talking about exercising. This is the second workshop in our summer lifestyle redesign program. And so I thought exercising was fitting because last week we talked about time management and how you can, evaluate and prioritize and organize your schedule to make it, work for you in your life. And we've been establishing those healthy habits and, getting you onto the nice healthy track. So exercising is very important for that. So for our objectives today, I'm going to have you identify some challenges to exercising, review safety with exercising, and establish and create new at-home exercise options. So challenges to exercising. So what I want you to do is I want you to take a moment and I want you to think about what you find to be challenging to exercising. What kind of things are barriers to you exercising. So I just want you to, take a moment. You can pause this video and just write those few things down, just to kind of get your brain kind of working and brainstorming as to what's hard for exercising, and then to ask me and we can work together to help you overcome those barriers. But I'm hoping today to provide you with some tools and some exercises that you can use that are pretty easy and simple to help overcome those barriers that you might be experiencing. So your health and safety. So what I'm providing with you today are not exercises that are completely, over the top, crazy, marathon training, none of that. It's just simple cardiovascular and strength training exercises that are safe for you to be participating in. But if you have concerns about anything with exercising, if you have another, co-condition or medical concern or anything, you can always consult with your primary care. I'm pretty sure he'll probably say definitely exercise, it's good for you. But just definitely, if you need to consult with him or them. You want to, when you're exercising, make sure you're listening to your body. So your body has very good indicators to let you know, this is too much, you might need to slow down a little bit, or, hey, this is at a pretty good pace, let's see if we can, increase it a little bit. But at any point in time during exercising, if you experience any symptoms that just don't seem quite right, and there is a variety of symptoms that, people experience when they're exercising. If it's something that's really concerning, just stop immediately, and we can chat about it, and maybe it's a phone call to your primary care about it, but just be aware of that. And we're also going to discuss your target heart rate as well. So your target heart rate. So all this information is from the American Heart Association. Your resting heart rate is how hard your heart works at rest. So that should be between about 60 to 100 beats per minute on average. Your maximum heart rate is the maximum amount of work that your heart can produce in a minute. So it's kind of like when you're at your max with exercising, when you're at your, your peak and you can't go anymore, that's your max heart rate. So this is calculated by taking the number 220 and minusing your age from it. So I gave you an example. I'm 25, so 220 minus 25 is 195 beats per minute. So that's my maximum heart rate. That's kind of where my body's like, we got to make some changes because it won't be able to sustain this heart rate for a long period of time. Your target heart rate is between 50 to 85%. So what that means is that between that range, and for me it's 97 and 165 of my max heart rate, that's a good range to be working out in. When you're at the 50%, it's like a light to moderate exercise. And when you're at the 85%, it's kind of moderate to intense exercise. So and you can kind of gauge what type of workout you're achieving by these numbers. So you can take your pulse during exercise on the side of your wrist for either 15 or 30 seconds, whichever amount of time that you choose. You want to multiply that by 4 or by 2 to get how many beats you're producing per minute. There's lots of videos online that you can watch if you're, confused about how to take your pulse on your wrist. But the one thing to keep in mind is that you want to use your index finger and your middle finger to take your pulse. You never want to use your thumb because your thumb actually produces its own heart rate. So you want to make sure that you're using those two fingers. The chart on the right of the screen here is a good chart to kind of use as a reference. It kind of outlines what your, based on your age, what your target heart rate zone should be and what your max heart rate zone should be. So this should be used as a reference if you don't want to do the math out to get your precise numbers. So things to remember when exercising: you want to use proper equipment. That includes any exercise equipment that you use, weights or machines or anything, as well as the proper attire, which includes clothes, shoes, and dressing for the weather. So you want to make sure you're in clothes that are movable, that allow you to, get an effective workout from it. Shoes that are supportive, that are, designed for exercising, and dressing for the weather. So whether it's going to be hot out or cold out, just making sure that you're wearing clothes that are going to allow you to, if it's hot out, to, cool down, and if it's cold out, to kind of keep you warm. You want to balance your workouts, so you always want to make sure that you're kind of doing something different. This also keeps it fun so that you don't kind of get in a routine of just doing the same thing over and over again. You want to make sure that you're warming up so that your muscles are warm, so there's no injuries to them. Stretching before and after workouts to make sure the muscles are ready to go. Take your time and start slow. You don't want to jump from couch potato to I'm going to run 10 miles today and I haven't run 10 miles in 10 years. So take your time, build up again. It's always a process, like your health is a process. It's always a process to get back to where you want to be. Drink lots of water, especially in the hotter months coming up. You always want to make sure you're hydrated. The more water, the better. It allows your muscles and all of your organs and tissues to properly function. You want to make sure you're giving yourself time to cool down and let your body get back to its normal state, as well as providing you with some rest days in between exercising. So at home, things include running, walking, circuit training. So these are just 3 examples of at-home workouts that you can do. I found these on Pinterest. I absolutely love Pinterest. They provide such a great array of different workouts that you can do. So these are just 3 examples, circuit trainings of cardio cardio exercises, and really none of these require a lot of equipment. The only thing that when I'm looking at it is just a chair. You can do all of these with your own body weight, or if you have, a can of soup, you can have that be your weight if you don't want to go out and buy weights for yourself. So here are 5 simple exercises that I find to be very important when working out, and they're just simple because you kind of can incorporate them into your daily routine as well. So for squats, the left-hand picture, shows me squatting. So you want to make sure that your knees are over your ankles. Now my knees are a little bit far forward than what I would like them to be. So they should be back a little bit, but you want to see, like, my hips are back, my back is flat, I'm looking straight ahead, and I'm just squatting down and rising back up. Now, if you find that when you are squatting and, you never squatted before, and when you squat down, your knees go really, really, really forward, you're going to actually injure yourself if you do that. So my suggestion is to follow the picture on the right. That's me at my kitchen sink, and what I'm doing is I'm just kind of lowering myself down, but making sure my knees are over my ankles and my back is flat. And this just allows your body to get in that position to help with squats. In both cases, my feet are about hip width apart, and that just really provides a nice stable base of support. Lunges are next. So lunges also are a great lower body workout. From the front, you can see my legs are parallel, so they're kind of right next to each other, but they're not crisscrossed or anything. And when you look at the side picture, I'm just lowering myself right down. My center of gravity, like my center of weight, is just being lowered. You have those 2 nice right angles in both legs, and then you would just rise back up. You don't want to lean forward or lean back. That can cause injury. So you just want to be aware of those. Calf raises are great. Again, I'm standing at my kitchen sink, so I'm just standing there, and I'm just simply, feet are hip width apart, and I'm just raising up, kind of almost like I'm going over my big toe, and then lowering myself back down. Push-ups are a great upper body workout, kind of a full body workout. So in the left-hand side, it's a regular push-up. The right-hand side is a modified. With the left-hand side, my body is like a board. So I am straight from, knees, hips, shoulders. I'm all in line. My butt's not in the air. My back's not swooped. You're engaging your core muscles as well as your back muscles, kind of everything, and I'm just lowering myself down in the bottom left hand. My arms are about a 90-degree angle, or my face is about 3 to 5 inches from the ground, and then you're just going to raise yourself back up. On the right, it shows the modified version, so I'm on my knees, but again, it is like a board from my knees up to my shoulders, so it's all in line. Nothing is, falling or raising, and again, I lower myself down to about a 90-degree angle in my arms and then push myself back up. Planks are a great way to get kind of a full body workout. They're they're hard, but they're really good for you too. So the top is the modified version. Again, my body is like a board from my knees up, and I'm engaging my back muscles and my core muscles to hold myself in place. You start to shake when you do this. Like, I start to shake right away. That's normal. And my shoulders are down. I'm not, scrunching my shoulders up to my ears. My elbows are at a 90-degree angle, and I'm just looking straight at the floor. The bottom is the plank not modified, so I am again a board, and my knees, hips, and shoulders again are all in line, and you're just holding yourself there. So let's get creative. So different ways that you can incorporate just a little bit more exercise into your daily routine is to park farther away. So what this means is that when you go to the grocery store, instead of fighting everyone for the spot that's closest to the entrance, park farther away and get some more steps in. If you're working or if you're, at home, try standing over sitting if possible. This just allows to get a little bit more, different exercise, burn some more calories when you're doing it. But you can also incorporate exercises while you're doing other things. So for brushing your teeth, when you're brushing your teeth, do squats while you brush your teeth. Or when you're washing the dishes, do the calf raises. When you're playing with your kids on the floor, you can do the planks, you can do the push-ups, or you could just do the lunges when you're sitting there. When you're planking, time yourself with a microwave. You put in something to reheat it, and it's for 45 seconds. See how long you can hold the plank while your food is cooking in the microwave. So what I want you to do is I want you to record, the amount of time, like how long you can hold the plank, number of reps, and when you found time to complete things. And maybe, establish some exercises that you could do, how you're going to incorporate this into your daily routine. What you found to be beneficial, what you found to not be beneficial. So definitely just take, a look at that. You want to, challenge yourself to keep going, and let me know. So send me an email about, again, at the beginning, what your challenges were to exercising, and now I want you to think about ways that, okay, I gave you some suggestions. How can you incorporate this into your daily routine, and to give yourself a little bit more, options for exercising at home, because I know we're all so busy, but if we can just get a few more, exercises in throughout the day, it will make a difference over the long period. So I look forward to your email, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.